Alex, I want to start out by sort of talking about the dirty secret in machine learning and AI that we all know, and maybe not a lot of people outside of the AI industry sort of know this, which is the real secret behind AI is sort of humans,
Mhm.
right? Humans in the loop. This has always been a struggle as far as I've been involved in this industry. Is like, hey, we need label data, we need ground truth, we need annotations, right? And
Yeah.
whether it be like the models that you and I were working on, like, trying to build in for medical coding or readmission prediction, or, even in like companies like where, where we have speech recognition models, it was always like, oh, we need more label data, more ground truth, more slagers, more cowbell, more cowbell. um, and and I just want to give the scale of this problem, right? Like, so it the people don't realize how big of a problem and how big of an industry this is,
Yeah.
where humans are involved in teaching the machine learning models or the AI models, right? And it's
Yeah.
just like a lot of people, well, you don't know, there's this whole industry of software companies that are dedicated to just building tools, managing human workforce so that they can work to train these AI models and teach them in a way, right? And so,
Yeah.
companies like, obviously the first ones that come to mind, like Mechanical Turk, Amazon launched a while back, based on this whole idea of this artificial and, like this whole chess playing, machine, so-called machine that,
Yeah.
you should look it up. There's a whole history of this where there's this guy going around beating other chess masters of the day, and turns out
I
there
think
was
it's like the
actually a
17th century or something like that, right?
yeah, and there was actually, he was hiding in the little box pretending to be a robot, right? And anyway, AWS named this service after that, device, so-called device. But what AWS service does is allows you to sort of farm out a bunch of tasks to a whole bunch of people who can then come in and sort of annotate and judge these tasks, so that it gives you sort of a grounding, or what is called the ground truth, so that the machine can actually learn from that and use that as the way to sort of learn what's right and what's wrong,
Mm.
depending on the context, right? So um, and it's so big, this industry has gotten that it's $1 billion industry. There's companies like Scale AI, which a lot of people probably haven't heard of, multi-billion-dollar business, and the founder is like a billionaire that you've probably never heard of. And so I just wanted to set the context in terms of what is the scale of the problem that we're dealing with when we're talking about training models, and what is the sort of underlying you know uh, catch that's always been there, and how we think LLMs potentially can help change this economic reality.